It's like a deja vu for me. Everything is happening, but in the United States. That's why I'm here today with the hope that we can find a way to prevent what happened to my home country, Egypt, from happening here to the United States. Because for me, the United States embodies all the important values that I've been fighting for all my life, including human rights.
Why do you live in a white country rather than your own country? You live in London there. Country. Why do you live in a white country? I'm sorry?
It's not a white country because I want to tell people about Islam. And if I stay in a Muslim country, they're already Muslim. So there's no point of me telling them about Islam, right? So I have to be in a place where people are not Muslim, right? So if I'm in the UK, there is a lot of people who are from different religions, different faiths, where I can have a dialogue, because this is what I do, right? Interfaith, religious discourse, and all of that. So I engage with different people.
Could a Christian move to a Muslim country and freely and openly convert the people from Islam to to Christian?
Well, ideally, under Islamic law, no, you're not allowed to, because Christianity is false while Islam is the truth. You don't allow these harmful ideologies to infiltrate into our people.
So you can act, oh my God, I really hope you all heard that. Basically, they can come to our countries, our Western countries, okay? They can come in and try to convert people to Muslims or Islamists, but the opposite is not possible. Okay, he just said it right there. You can't come to their country with the Bible, okay, and say, hey, wait a minute here. Have you ever tried Christianity? You're not allowed to do that in their religion. Yet they can full on come to our countries and totally convert people into Islamists who are against us. Oh, you guys better pay attention to the UK. You better pay attention. It's coming. It is coming.
Tolerance becomes a one-way street. It leads to cultural suicide. When I am able to fly to Saudi Arabia with my Bible in hand, with my cross around my neck, to go to Mecca and go to a church, then guess what? We're good to go. But until that point, we have to understand the objectives and the goals that Islam.
Just wow. I found some stuff today that is going to blow your mind. I could quit right. I could just stop the video right now. They actually just said it. No, you can't come to our countries with the Bible, but we can for sure come to your country with the Quran. And we can tell you this is the way it should be. And if you're not like this, you're an Islamophobia. You're Islamophobic, or you're bullshit. I'm like, come on, man, we've got to wake up. We've got to wake up. I don't care if you're an Islamist or a Muslim, then stay in your space. Why are you coming to our country? Okay, and why are you trying to convert everybody? There is something creepy going on here, man. And just like, get a grip, people. So you better pay attention. The UK is going to shit. So with that, I want to let you know before I move forward that I created these cool coffee mugs. See this? Look, protect all kids. So if you want to support my channel, and I also made t-shirts and sweatshirts and all that, but if you want to support my channel, I appreciate. That's how you can really support me and help me make these videos and help me keep this kiddo in diapers. What? No one told me, but I love learning all this crazy stuff. So with that, thanks so much for subscribing to the channel. Also, subscribing to the channel helps this channel a lot, and liking the video and getting these videos to people who need to see them. So with that, let's move on to this next one here. I mean, really, it's just right in front of our eyes, you guys.
Would you like to see Sharia law in Canada replace Canadian law? At some point, it will.
Oh my God.
Because we have families, we are making babies. You're not.
Oh my God.
Your population is going down the slump. That's right? Yeah. And by 2060, according to Pew Research Institute, your research, by 2060, Muslims will be the biggest religious group the world over. Right. What are you going to do then? Actually, are you going to oppose Sharia even then?
You do want a Muslim majority nation in the West End, correct?
Just like you had a Western majority nation in a land of Native Americans, one day we can have a Muslim majority nation here in Canada. Right.
He's just saying it.
We have Canadian law here, and you say that you want Sharia law to displace Canadian law. That doesn't sound very respectful.
In majority, you wouldn't have any other option. Go to your queen and tell her to change the laws.
Change the laws to what, sir? To Sharia law?
No, change the laws to not allow any more Muslims to come to Canada.
Wow.
We owe our allegiance and our loyalty first and foremost to our religion,
There
not to
you-
the Queen. To be honest, when I went for my so-called oath, I was silent. I didn't say anything. It was your responsibility to make sure you got it out of me.
I mean, come on, man. Okay, we gotta give the credit. They're at least saying it right to our face. Like, they're just like literally saying it to our face. And we're just being nice, like Westerners, like, okay, well, we should have like totally let everybody in. And, you know, it's all it's all about diversity and openness, and they're good people. Like, what? Just what? Oh my God. I don't care what names you want to call me, but I see it. Stop trying to gaslight me. I see it. And I'm going to prove to you today that I see it. And if you're not, I'm going to show it to you. So this just happened in the UK. I don't know if the people are trans, but they're definitely in the LGBTQIA poo-poo community, and they got their ass beat by a bunch of Muslim dudes because, of course, they don't like LGBTQIA poo-poo people, contrary to what you all think, okay? They hate you. They hate you. They want to take you out. They will destroy you. They're using you. You're a bunch of useful idiots. And watch this. It's actually gross. It's gross, but I have to show it to you.
Fucking hell.
Disgusting. They're coming after you. Just so you know, they're coming after you. So this happened in New York City the other night, okay? All you idiots. This happened in New York City at a gay bar. I'm so disgusted. Idiots. Idiots.
Are we ready to make history? Let's go out there and do it. Thank you, my friends.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. You people are just stupid. That's Mamdani in a gay bar. It's like, what? And they're all cheering. You're cheering for your own death. It's so insane. Oh my God. If that guy gets in, you all deserve what you're getting. You just deserve it, okay? Because no way, no effing way. All of the elders of this community did not fight for this, okay? They did not fight for this. It's amazing how you can have the wool pull over your eyes. I'm just like, what? I don't understand. Okay, here's what I think I understand. I understand that people become entitled in communities that haven't had to fight for their rights. And I really believe that's what happened with the LGBTQIA poo-poo community. They don't even remember who fought for who. They make shit up now. And so they wholly rewrite our whole history. They have no clue where they come from. When you lose sight of your history, okay, when you lose sight of the fight to get where you're at today, you have just you've lost the plot. And you've all lost the plot. You think you're being nice to these Islamists and yay, we're going to get socialism. And no, you're not. You're going to get everything you actually were supposedly fighting against. Okay, it's not. He's so full of shit. It's unbelievable to me how naive people have become. And I do think it's been a master plan, and they've dumbed people down, because look at the universities and what they teach at university now, right? All inclusive. Like, no such thing. No such thing. Everything cannot be all inclusive. That's it. And don't forget the first clip I showed you. Okay? They don't want you to come to their country with Christianity or Judaism. Those are the people they hate. They're trying to change everybody into being them. Okay? It's uneffing believable. You guys all fight against conversion therapy, yet here you are, totally okay with, on some level, conversion therapy to become an Islamist. So why don't you just sit with yourself for a minute and watch what's happening here? So listen to this.
Expecting that I left the bad guys behind. But unfortunately, what I found here is that the bad guys are already here. And they include many of the people I knew from 15 years ago or 20 years ago when I was a student, an undergraduate student. Now they are leading the protests that are happening all over the country. I know they are members of the Muslim Brotherhood, although many of them deny that they are. They even organize the protests in the same manner that they were doing back then, 15 and 20 years ago, the same way of mobilization, the same flags, the same narrative, even the same dependence on Al Jazeera footage and the news stories. It's like a deja vu for me. Everything is happening, but in the United States. That's why I'm here today with the hope that we can find a way to prevent what happened to my home country, Egypt, from happening here to the United States. Because for me, the United States embodies all the important values that I've been fighting for all my life, including human rights, women's rights, and democratization. I don't want to see this going away by any means. So I hope today we can come up with an offensive strategy that can help us make this happen before it's too late.
Why are we not listening to these people? Why are we not hearing these people? They're being drowned out. They're being called Islamophobics. Islamophobia. Okay? So it's so insane to me. She comes from the space. She's trying to say, hey, hold up. Listen to what I'm saying here. Pay attention. Mamdani cannot be put in office. And they are... I'm going to show you another politician. Okay, not what came from another country and became an American. I'm going to watch, and also an Islamist, though they deny that. If you're a Muslim, you practice Islam. So that makes you an Islamist. They can't be, I've been doing you can't be two different things. So I'm talking about extreme Islamism, which I think is basically an Islamist, in my opinion. This is all my opinion. Okay? So, of course, people are going to say that's not true, but I don't believe it. Okay? So why are you listening to these people? Why are you not listening to them? I don't understand. So now, let me bring you this, because this is a perfect next segue into this. Listen to this.
Ilhan Omar's people in Minnesota. So they brought about 80,000 of these Somali Muslims in. They grouped them in one spot, and then they used that to elect her to Congress. That's how she got there. Okay, now, one thing you need to remember, according to the stats, is over 90% of these people have availed themselves of some sort of social service welfare program. Okay. Now, the authorities in Minnesota have a huge investigation because these people have come up with all kind of different scams. Scams saying they're going to feed children, scams for housing, scams for fake marriages, fake divorces, you name it. They came here and they started scamming the system like nobody would believe. And these are her people all grouped together in Minnesota.
Disgusting.
We're going to talk about Dearborn, Michigan soon, too.
Okay, so there we go. So I went Elmar, whatever her name is, right? Okay. Ilhan Omar, okay? So blah, 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 blah. And then I put in, okay, she is a Muslim. So I asked, is Ilhan Omar an Islamist? This is going to totally blow your mind. The question of whether Ilhan Omar is an Islamist is complex. No, it isn't. Yes or no. It's not complex. But she is, because she's a Muslim, right? So then if she's not, right, because depends on the definition. Is there many definitions? And as the term can be used differently by different groups. Oh my God. Okay. While she is a practicing Muslim and a member of Congress, some critics have used the term Islamist to describe her based on her political views and statements. And I would do the same. So then I scrolled down, and in defense of her, okay, her supporters and allies have defended her by stating that her critics are motivated by Islamophobia. But if she's not an Islamist, how can you have phobia against her? You see, here's the gaslighting. I thought you just told me that she's like, it's a difficult thing to say. Then you can't call any of us who are against her Islamophobia against her, because you're telling us that she's not an Islamist. Make up your mind. You see the gaslighting that goes on in this whole bullshit space? So now, this one is really powerful.
This is what Islamic Republic wants me to be. This is what Taliban and ISIS wants us to be. And this is my true self. In Iran, I was told if I take off my hijab, I will be hanged with my hair by God. I'll get kicked out from school. I'll get lashes. I'll get jailed. I'll get fined. I'll get beaten up in the street every day by morality police. If I get raped, it's my fault. If I take off my hijab, I won't be able to exist as a woman in my homeland. In the West, I am told if I share my stories, then I will cause Islamophobia. I am a woman from the Middle East, and I am scared of Islamic laws. I am scared of all the brutalities that I have experienced. Phobia is an irrational fear. But my fear and the fear of millions of other women who lived under Sharia law in the Middle East is rational. So let us talk.
And there I go again. I'm giving you actual from the words and the mouths of women who have been brutalized under this Sharia law and Islamic law that you want to be in this country. We're already dealing with women's rights and the trans women are women bullshit. That's nothing compared to what you all want to have in this country. You want to let these people come to this country and dominate women and dominate you. If you're gay or trans, you think trans people will even be able to, you think you're fighting for trans rights now? You just wait. You just wait until that idiot gets in office in New York and then changes the whole laws around trans rights. You're all screwed. You're all totally screwed. Why are you not listening to these women? I just showed you 2 women. I showed you people getting their ass kicked. Okay, I showed you an Islamist saying, no, we're going to go to every Western country, but you can't come to ours. And we're going to make everybody a Muslim. Wow, it's just so fascinating. Okay, I had to do this because this idiot, this is just part of the problem right here. This is totally part of the problem.
Reading the Quran is that technically I'm a Muslim.
What?
I don't know why it makes me so happy. Like technically I'm a Muslim, lowercase m, because I believe in God and I strive to be a good person.
Oh boy.
Like how freaking cool is that? I can't wait to throw so many people for a loop until I'm Muslim.
Oh boy. Okay, you literally could not make this up. This is the most like pick me behavior with just absolutely zero understanding of what being a Muslim, small m, means. But look at her next video where
small I, idiot,
figures some of it out.
When I first got there, I was so surprised. I had no idea what, like, please keep in mind, I had no idea what I was walking into.
Right.
I had no idea that sisters and brothers had separate entrances and prayed in separate areas.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And that took me by complete surprise.
Small
and
I
was explained, because I asked, I was like, wait, why is that? And I was explained that we have separate journeys, which I think is really beautiful.
Different.
And I looked into it a little bit more. And this also makes sense, and it's something that I think is really beautiful about the religion in itself, is it's also done like that to make sure that distractions are reduced. Which I think is really beautiful. That's also, I also love that the dress is very...
These people are going so left, they're becoming right. family values. Men and women are biologically different. But I just want to be so clear, because it is so crystal clear in the Quran and the Hadiths that it's distraction of women's bodies from men. It's about male temptation. Like, I'll read you some verses. There is just so much to unpack here, but there are so many verses that say men are in charge of women by right of what Allah has given them. The Quran makes it extremely, extremely clear that women are men's possessions.
Okay, I just can't. It disgusts me. But here's what I'm telling you. There's a war on women. There is a effing war on women, people. From the trans rights bullshit to this Islamic Muslim nonsense. The Sharia law. I feel like it's coming from all sides now. Like, literally, women are in serious danger, people. I don't care what you say. They are in danger. I have a little baby girl now. She is not going to be exposed to this shit ever. I will die fighting for her rights. Don't you even try it. What? Like, wake up, everybody. Wake up. This is my friend Daniel Spalding, who is one of my dearest friends, and this guy fights hardcore to wake everybody up. So let me just have this is the last video.
Activists who seek to overthrow the United States are hosting a training workshop for teachers in Twin Cities public schools. They've hijacked a seemingly benign institution to do it, and it all connects to a terrorist organization.
The first tenet of critical race theory is that the United States is irreversibly racist. Then it must be done with. It must be overthrown. It's about overthrow. It's insurgent. You can't be a critical race theorist and be pro-US. The United States needs to be deconstructed, period. Why I'm a critical race theorist.
This is Brian Lozensky, a Tim Walz appointee who is part of a team of trainers at Acosta Education Partnership, or AEP, which is behind the Ethnic Studies workshops for kindergarten through grade 12 teachers. Brian and several others are part of a web of organizations that connect to a terrorist group called the PFLP, or the Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine. They're known for hijacking airplanes. Bear with me, because the fact that this upcoming explanation is confusing is absolutely intentional on their part. Another AEP associate, Shamia Shoman, leads the Teach Palestine project with the Middle East Children's Alliance, or MICA. MICA sends money to an organization called the Union of Health Work Committees in Gaza, which has financial and personnel ties directly to the PFLP. MICA developed the Teach Palestine project and is promoting it with another organization called GITO, which AEP's founder consults for. Here is their work product, teaching land back from Turtle Island to Palestine. This curriculum teaches teachers how to connect U.S.-Mexico border militarization and land dispossession to the alleged genocide in Gaza. Wow. They've then pulled in a benign institution called the Minnesota Humanities Center, or MHC. MHC refers to themselves as an independent, nonpartisan, non-ideological nonprofit and partners with the National Endowment for the Humanities. The MHC also collaborates in K-12 programming with the Minnesota Department of Education and Education for Liberation Minnesota, the Minnesota branch of the Education for Liberation Network, or ELN. And Lozensky is the founder and principal officer. That was confusing, right? Exactly. It's supposed to be confusing. Exactly. It's like money laundering. All of these bad actors create a web of confusion to launder their ideological poison through existing institutions that possess credibility. And they make it impossible for the average person to expose them and challenge them. And by the time parents notice, their children have already been indoctrinated by their extremist agenda. Comment, subscribe for a link to Nabi's K-12 extremism tracker.
If you don't know Daniel Spalding, please follow him. He is such a great educator. Seriously, this guy is just awesome. I love this guy. He exposes it all. They're now teaching this to our children in school system, okay? Nobody wants Palestinians to die. We're not talking about that. We're talking about Hamas, ISIS, Hezbollah, all the Islamic terrorists, the ones who are in this country, 9/11, like all of it, people. Come on. Wow, really? So he's exposing, now they're putting it in our school system under this guise. Who's paying for that? Who's paying for that? How are these organizations even connecting in the U.S. into now our school system? No wonder everybody wants to like school their kids at home. The whole school system is being infiltrated by terrorists now, teaching them how to hate America, how to hate their own country. It is so sick, man. It is sick beyond belief. Please pay attention. This happened in I want to actually leave you with this last clip. This happened in New Zealand, okay? And these were like the native New Zealand warriors and them fighting back against the Islamists trying to take over their country. Watch this. I think it was some group. So there you go. That's literally what we should be doing. Don't even try it. Waving the American flag. Get out. Go preach your shit in your own country, but don't come here. If you're not allowing us in your country to preach our stuff, then you are not welcome here to preach yours. That is actually insane, and that is not okay in my opinion. Okay, so call me an Islamophobe. I don't really care. Maybe I am, okay? The fear of irrational. It's not irrational. My fear is not irrational. You're throwing it right in front of my face and telling me you hate me and that we're going to take your country. Okay, so with that, yeah, fired up, but baby girl is doing great. And I'm telling you right now, I'm here to make sure that baby girl grows up in an America that she's free to be who she wants to be and not what you want her to be. Okay, so thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Remember, I got this new awesome merch. I love it. I'm fully like wearing it all over the place. People actually have already had compliments on it. So with that, check out the shop and like, subscribe, and help us all move forward in figuring out how to not only save our country, but at the same time save just the world from insanity and ridiculousness. So I'll see you guys all on the next one.